Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how I made this very pretty beginner friendly dress that is very easy to make and doesn't require drafting paper. If this is your first time joining us, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. So for this tutorial I'm going to be making use of this black crepe fabric and this vintage fabric, okay? So let's get right into it. For this dress, the plain part is going to be used for the upper part, while the vintage fabric is going to be used for the lower part of the dress. Now, after folding my plain fabric into two like so, I'm going to go ahead and draw out the starting line, as you can see. So after marking out the starting line for this, the next step is to get the full length of this plain fabric that we'll be making use of. So for this dress, I'm going to be making use of a length of 25 inches. That is from my shoulder line to the hip line, okay? So from my shoulder line to my half length or the waistline, that's 16 inches. And then from my waistline to my hip line is 9 inches. So 16 plus 9 inches, that's 25 inches. You can decide to make yours shorter than this if you want. After getting the full length for the upper part of this dress, the next step is to impute a shoulder measurement. So for this, the shoulder measurement is 16 inches divided by 2, which gives me 8 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark that here. And for the neckline, I'm going to go in by 3 inches. Sorry guys, I didn't know that my camera was not properly positioned and wasn't capturing everything as it should. Now after marking this, at this point where I have the shoulder line, I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch. This is to create a shoulder slant. And from this point, I'm going to go ahead and connect it to where you have the neck line. For the neck depth, I'm going to come down by 3.5 inches for the neck depth. Now this is not the neckline that we're going to be using. We are just imputing this for formalities, okay? After doing that, now from this point, I'm going to be coming down by 7.5 inches to get our armhole. I'll go in with my ruler and connect this, and this becomes the chest line. I'll also go ahead and mark out the half length or waistline, and that is 16 inches from the shoulder line. So after doing this, I'm going to go ahead and impute the body measurement. So for the chest, the bust area, the measurement is 36 divided by 4, which is 9 inches. And then I'm going to be adding a seam allowance of 1.5 inch. Now for the waist, the measurement is 31 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that here, and then I'll add 1.5 inch for seam. And then on this hip line, the hip is 40 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that here. 40 inches divided by 4 is 10 inch plus the 1.5 inch for seam. Now at this point, I'm going to transfer the 8 inch that I have on the shoulder line here. That's because I'm going to be connecting this line to this point. So let's go ahead and connect all of this, okay? Now this is it for the front piece of the upper part of this dress. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and cut this out so we can use it to cut out the back piece. Now for the back piece, I'm going to be attaching a zipper. That's why I'm allowing the space here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and measure 1.5 inch from the center back and then use a ruler to connect before we go ahead and transfer our measurement on the front piece to the back piece. After marking that out, I'm going to place the fabric at that point where I have the 1 inch mark. Okay? Now for the front neckline, we came down by 3.5 inches, but for the back neckline, we're going to be coming down by just 1.5 inch, okay? So I'm going to quickly go ahead and just connect that so we can move on to the next step. So this is it for the back neckline. Now to avoid bulkiness at the zipper area, all right, at this point now where we have our waistline, we are going to be coming in by 3/4 of an inch. But to be able to do that, we are going to first of all open this up, okay? So let me quickly do that. Alright guys, so we have gone ahead to I've gone ahead to open up the zipper area for the back piece. Okay, now at this point where we have our half length or your waistline, we're going to be coming in at this point here by 3/4 of an inch. That's what I'm going to be doing here. This is 3/4 of an inch. You can use as far as 1 inch depending on your preference. Okay, so 3/4 of an inch, that's what I'm going to be making use of here. After doing that, I'll go ahead and connect it to this point and connect it to the top here. Okay, so let us quickly do that. So I'm going to quickly cut this out. Now after cutting this out, we're going to come back to this part of the fabric and then impute that 3/4 of an inch that we cut off here. Exactly at this point, I'm going to be putting it back into the fabric. So that is what I've done here. After doing that, I'm going to go ahead and connect it to this point and then connect it to this point as well. Okay, so let us quickly do that. And this is basically what we have here. We have gone ahead to replace the 3/4 of an inch that we took out here at this point. Okay, and that is what we have done here basically. So the next step now would be to go ahead and cut this out. Okay guys, so after cutting this out, I've gone ahead to pin down my zipper area. Remember, it's 1.5 inch, so I've gone ahead to pin this down. Now the next step is to get our asymmetric neckline. Okay, so for this, I'm going to be opening this up. Alright guys, so for the neckline, I'm going to be coming down from the shoulder by 6 inches. Okay, so I'm going to come down. I'm going to place my tape here and then measure out 6 inches. Now this is for the asymmetric neckline that we want to have here. Okay, now once I come down by this, I'm going to now from this point here make a freehand curve to this point. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Now this is going to make the off shoulder part to be on my left side. Okay, if you want it on your right side, you can go ahead and do this on this part of the fabric. All right, so let's quickly cut that out. Now the next step will be to place this on the back piece and do the same thing. So for the back piece, we are going to turn it right side facing upward, which is this for the back piece. Remember, I had to pin down the zipper area, okay, so that we can get this right. So I'm going to do it like so, right side facing upward, and then I'm going to take this right side facing downward. Okay, because you know when you are joining these two pieces together, it's going to be right sides facing each other. All right, so you're going to make sure now that they are equal. You place them exactly as they should be before making any cut. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this off. All right, so after cutting it out, this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is it, the right side, and this is the wrong side. After cutting this out, the next step would be to take this over to the machine and join the shoulders together. Once we're done joining the shoulder, we'll bring it back so that we can proceed to the next step. So guys, after joining the shoulder, as you can see, I went ahead to use a piece of the fabric as bias to turn over the armhole for both sides, just as you can see here. Now the next step would be to make a stitch right here where we have our seam allowance. Remember that when we were cutting this out, we added 1.5 inch for seam. So that is what I'm basically going to be stitching on here. So I'll do it for both sides. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead to make the stitch on both sides, as you can see. Now the next step will be attaching the lower part of this dress, okay, so that we can attach our zipper. All right, now for this part you can decide to use any pattern of your choice, okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and quickly draft out the kind of pattern I want to appear on the lower part of this dress, okay. So whichever pattern you're comfortable with, whichever design it is you want to draw out or make use of, it's this point you're going to draft it out before attaching the lower part of this dress. I'm done cutting this out into the pattern that I want. Now the next step will be to take the vintage fabric and make the gathers all the way around this down to where I have my zipper, okay. So I'm going to be making the gathers around this to where I have my zipper. So let me quickly do that, guys. Alright guys, so I went ahead to attach the lower part of this dress to the upper part. As you can see, I made my gathers and this is what it looks like. I also went ahead to attach my zipper, okay, and the cape as well. For the neckline, I also went ahead to attach this band around the neckline. Now whilst doing this, I didn't know that it wasn't recording, so let me quickly walk you guys through what I did here. For the neckline here, what I basically did was to just go ahead and cut out the fabric. Cutting out this fabric for the neckline, you're going to be cutting out 5 inches. On fold, you'll be having 2.5 inches, okay, so that by the time you fold this in and stitch it down, you'll be folding in the 1/2 inch, okay. So basically here, this is 2 inches, just as you can see here, okay, and then it's supposed to be the initial length, the initial width for this is actually 2.5 inches, okay. So after folding the 1/2 inch in, you're left with 2 inches. So when cutting yours out, you're going to be cutting out 5 inch. On fold, it will be 2.5 inches. All right. So for this part, which is the shorter part, I made use of 39 inches to make this band, okay. And then for this other part, which is the longer part, I made use of 61 inches. Okay, that's basically what I did here on the neckline. I started by stitching from the inside and then I turned it over and then made my stitch, and that was how I continued the stitch all the way to the edge. So that is basically it for this dress. It's quite easy to make. I'm sorry it wasn't recording, as at the time I was explaining how to fix the neckline, okay, but I hope you actually understood what I have explained so far. So that is basically that for this dress. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on new videos, okay. So I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.